Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MTG Traders. My name is Taryn, and this is Rotation Proof Zombies. Ixalan is coming out so very soon, but that won't stop me from making deck techs that I think are important and could potentially lead to a full, more powerful deck once Ixalan releases. This is White-Black Zombies. But before I get into the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this in the future. It helps me know that you care and keeps these videos rolling. Alright, let's get into it. Starting at the 1 mana slot, we've got a reliable, fantastic, powerful Dread Wanderer. This zombie is a powerhouse 1-drop that comes back turn over turn if your hand is low in cards. The Wanderer provides fantastic early game pressure as well as late game blocking. Moving up the chain to 2 mana, we have 4 Metallic Mimic, 4 Tattered Mummy, and 4 Wayward Servant. The Mimic is here for some tribal power-ups, as making cards like our Dread Wanderer a 3/2 1-drop is much better. Tattered Mummy is actually a card from Amonkhet's Liliana Planeswalker deck, but don't let that origin fool you. The life loss from Tattered Mummy is exactly what we want to be doing. Tattered Mummy can also, of course, be a 3/3 with Mimic, which is great too. But swinging in for intentional death to ping our opponent for 2 is very relevant. Lastly, Wayward Servant is another life loss creature. Just by playing out our board, if they do not deal with the Servant, they'll be losing a possible 3 to 6 life before they have an answer for it. The Servant may not be something you want to attack with, but that life point swing, especially against Raminant Bread, is where life gain is extremely important. Moving up to 3 mana, we're brimming with threats. 4 Ammit Eternal and 4 Lord of the Accursed. The life loss attributed to Ammit Eternal for getting in or being blocked is what makes this deck sneakily win most of its matches. A 3 mana 5/5 is amazing, and even if it's blocked, we're still doing damage. Perfection. The Lord is here, of course, to pump out our other zombie friends, and if we have board presence, give them all menace and the ability to swing out for the win. 1 Lord on the battlefield is oppressive, but 2, that's just unfair. But that is it for creatures. We have 24 in total. Not too bad. The rest of the deck, removal and zombie pumps. Let's go over it. We've got 4 Fatal Push and 2 Doomfall here for removal, Hand Tate, and if we're lucky, God or Bomb Exile. Fatal Push is, once again, an amazing card, and will be in every deck that runs black until rotation. Doomfall gives us options in the heat of battle, and that's very useful, especially in Game 1 where we're figuring out what our opponent's game plan truly is. Moving to enchantments, we have 2 Cast Out and 4 Liliana's Mastery. Cast Out grabs planeswalkers, enchantments, and any non-land permanent we deem unworthy of our time. Liliana's Mastery is a win more switch if I ever saw one. The ability to pump your board and also make it larger is great for us. It's also a great 2-point life swing if we have a Servant out on the field. The Mastery, if it lands, usually means you're winning the match. But that's it for spells. Let's move on to lands. We've got 4 Concealed Courtyard, 2 If Near Dead lands, 1 Scavenger Grounds, 7 Plains, and 10 Swamp. 24 lands in total. A fairly even mana base, even though the white mana requirements of the deck are quite low. But let's say our game 1 didn't go too well. What can we do? Let's go over the sideboard. We've got 2 Fragmentize to deal with enchantments and artifact hate, 2 Liliana's Defeat for black threats and planeswalkers, 2 Lay Bare the Heart for some control hate, 2 Solemnity for counter and energy hate, 1 Dispossess because we hate Gear Hulks, 1 Lost Legacy because we hate Second Sun decks, 2 Hour of Glory for onboard exile hate, 1 Liliana Death's Majesty to play the long game, and 2 Never to Return for planeswalker removal and exile hate. The one slot here I did not have room for was Godpharaoh's Gift Hate, but a Scavenger Grounds mainboard should do just fine. And that is the full 75. On MTG Traders, this rotation proof deck is coming to a fair price of 56 tickets. That's quite a bargain considering Metallic Mimic and Fatal Push playsets are in the deck. But let me know what you think. Love it? Hate it? Have some tweaks for it? Let me know in the comments below. I reply back as often as I can. As always, like the video if you liked it, and subscribe to MTG Traders for more content like this in the future. I'll see you guys in the next video.